Hey guys, Stephen Gilbert here from soulweb.org, where internet marketing meets integrity. And today on my show, I have someone that I have actually never interviewed, coming all the way from England, Craig Crawford. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, brother?
I'm good, dude. I'm very good. Just been taking care of the kids and living life and having fun, you know.
No, I don't blame you, Ryan.
So
We've just had it. It's really cold in. Oh yeah, sorry. Carry on.
no, go ahead. It's cold. How cold is it?
It's for us. Cold is when it snows and it's icy. But it's been going from between 0 to -5 apparently. So yeah, we've had a lot of snow.
0 is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and then 5 is going to be like 45-ish.
I have no idea. Minus is, I forgot how you do it. There's a way that you can work it out.
Like 2.5, 3.
Yeah, it's cold anyway.
Yeah,
but for us as well.
Yeah, it's been a little cold here. It's been like 27 degrees, 25-ish, which is weird because we're way further south than you. But we got hit with an Arctic cold snap. We're gonna have people joining in watching. They're probably wondering why I haven't made a video in a long time. But my wife was pregnant, and I had to take care of her.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, she was on bed rest for a while. But you know, enough about me. So tell me, man. You know, I know you've been in this space a while. I think we were in it. Or we started around the same time, right? Like 2009, 2010.
No, I've been 2017, about 2000 and it's 4 years ago, roughly. So it's like 2013. But then I worked with my buddy Dean Holland, for 3 years. So kind of like, so it is kind of just that I was in the background for a while.
Right. I just remember I remember talking to you many years ago.
Yeah, I probably would have been when I was working with Dino.
Okay, that's cool. Awesome, man. So
like 4 years.
Yeah. So obviously today on the call, we're here to talk about your training that comes out on the 15th, right? 15th at it's called Auto Profit System. Is that right?
Yeah, but there's two things. There's two elements to this. There's the training, and then there's the software that automates it, so you can do it really, really easily. Basically, when I told people about the system and yourself, it's amazing how many people were shocked.
Right.
But it kind of made sense because what we do is so simple, but it's so effective. Like when I say effective, I mean we've run different tests. We've tried running the system with free traffic and paid traffic. Every single time it's converted freebie seekers, as they're called 9 times out of 10, into buyers. And when I say buyers, I did one test where I spent $60. I generated $400. I did another test where I then took the money basically that I made from the first, it was a solo ad basically. So the first solo ad that I did, and then ran it, I purchased 1,000 clicks for $500, and I generated, in fact, I got it written down here, $8,366.80.
And that was from a solo ad. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So the cool thing is that the way that I wanted to do it was I wanted to look at this from a newbie's perspective, where I didn't use anyone who I employ. I did everything myself. And I didn't put my name to anything, because ultimately, if I didn't want anyone to think that I influenced it in any way, so I basically just used an affiliate platform. I was an affiliate using this system to generate $8,366.80.
Yeah, because the people watching, they may not know you're not actually like there's different kind of levels in this whole space. You get people that work for themselves, maybe have like an assistant or something, and then you've got people who have like a bunch of employees, and you're one of those people, right? So what you're saying is you didn't have your employees do it. You wanted to kind of fill the shoes of somebody that was either kind of on the newer side of things and just starting out, or just basically make sure that it was kind of, I guess you'd say pure in a way, almost, if you could call it that.
Definitely. There's no interference with anything apart from me just testing out the system myself in the shoes of someone else. Yeah, exactly how you put it, really.
Cool. All right. So what would you say makes this unique then? Like, so what are the unique, I guess you've got unique selling points?
Well, yeah. So with this, the difference between this and so, for example, many people, if you guys have squeeze pages yourself and you're giving something away and you want to make those affiliate commissions, some people put things within their ebook. That's good. Some people follow up with an email to try and make affiliate sales, or some people, and I think many people have tried this, most at some point, where they send them directly to a sales page. Now, when it comes down to people opting in for a free gift and then getting sent to a sales page, there's a big disconnect there, because if someone gives their information in exchange for something for free and then they feel like they have to buy something, they lose trust. The trust is gone. They don't meet the expectations. And this is like the biggest thing that I've learned over the years is expectations with your customers is the biggest thing that you can have on your side. If you're managing and meeting their expectations, then you will always have that relationship with your customers where they know, like, and trust you. Because at the end of the day, if you opt in, if you give your information and you get sent to a sales page, the first question is, where the hell am I? The second question is where the hell is my free gift? And so it just avoids confusion. This system, it avoids confusion. It also gives you up to 100% click-through rate, which is obviously you'll never get that when you just have a free gift going anywhere. So the auto profit system kind of allows you to get up to, like I say, 100% click-through rate on anyone who opts in. It's not 100% opt-in rate, because that's your squeeze page's job and how it converts. But when it comes down to the click-through rate to a sales page, it can be 100% click-through rate.
So if I'm understanding correctly, you know, the twist on this whole idea in this whole method, obviously the foundations are solid, you know, have a traffic source, and you've tested both free and paid. So, you know, depending on what you want to do, have a traffic source, send them to a page, and then rather than doing the traditional things that used to work, which I'm sure a lot of people have noticed don't work nearly as well now because of ad blindness and annoyance and the fact that our whole life revolves around commercials. It's become harder and harder and harder and harder and harder to sell things. But what you've done is you've kind of tweaked that last part, right? So after you've got the traffic, after you've got the page, you've tweaked that last part and been able to kind of flip that whole ad blindness and that whole customer inactivity, if you would say, on
experience. Yeah, it manages their expectations. And that's the great thing. Like I say, when people opt in and they get sent somewhere where they don't realize that they're going to be headed there, it's an annoyance to them. And
And if that happens to me, I tend to think, okay, well, this website must be like a scam. What did I just sign up to?
From the off, you gave your information. And it's funny because I went to my niece and nephew's nativity play yesterday, and I was speaking to my sister, telling her about the auto profit system, and she was saying herself, she was like, well, I don't really know much about marketing. She's a photographer, but when she's been on these pages looking at ways to market a business, and she says that as soon as she feels like she has to buy something, when she gave her email expecting something for free, immediately she just leaves, because there's a disconnect, there's no trust there. So even for anyone.
Right. So then I guess with this, you know, people are going to obviously be building their list. It works with multiple traffic sources, but they're also going to be making kind of, you know, quick profits, wouldn't you say? Like, so on that one you mentioned, on those case studies you mentioned that you did, how quick did you get those results you were saying, and what were they?
Within it was as people were opting in, so it was as the clicks were being delivered. And when you get 1,000, like the 1,000 clicks get delivered over about a period of about 2 weeks. So then it was mainly over the 2 weeks that we got sales through that. And it's pretty much instant. As soon as you get that traffic, you're turning those freebie seekers. And I always say that because obviously there will be people in there who buy products and things, but you're turning those people who are after a free gift into buyers by managing their expectations and building a relationship just by using this simple page and easy to do. The page that I recreated a page the other day just to test how long it takes me to create the page, because I never timed it before, and it took me 1 minute 15 seconds to create the very page that generated $8,366.80.
And I would assume the training kind of walks them through not only how to do the page and use the software, which leads to the click-throughs and the results, but where to get the traffic? Does it cover traffic too? Like, does it cover the solo?
Yeah,
ad
we cover the solo ad part. In the training that I did, I didn't do it as in like I did it more in a case study of what we did and how we did it, so people can follow our footsteps. And it explains things. It's not like, because it's such a simple strategy. And like literally everyone is so blown away by how simple but how effective it is, because nowadays everyone buys so many different products, so many different courses, and it takes so long to learn and so long to implement things, whereas this is the opposite, but it's been yielding better results than anything that I've seen out. So it's phenomenal.
That's good. No, that's awesome. And they don't have like, so you walk them through the case study, you show them where you got the traffic, you show them how you do every little thing so that they can do it, and then they're free to use other traffic sources if they want to. And do you use free traffic sources? Because you mentioned you did.
Yeah, so we also give a PDF to you guys that teaches you how to get free traffic as well.
Okay,
so
cool.
They just one of each method, the free traffic method and the paid traffic, just so then we cover both bases. But the other thing is this is for any niche. It doesn't have to be in the MMO niche or internet marketing niche. It can be in any niche. All you have to do is find the relevant traffic source and start building your list. And ultimately, it wasn't just the fact of we generated such a phenomenal amount of money from what we spent, because like I was saying, we've done it with free traffic as well, just from like ad swaps. For example, people have had this and they've tested it, and someone was getting 5 to 6, I think it was, people to his page a day, and he wasn't making any money from it. The first day that he implemented this, he made 2 $37 sales, which just goes to show that someone who's a newbie using free traffic is generating money now. So that is powerful in itself. And like I say, like when it comes down to any niche, as long as you can find somewhere where you can get traffic from, whether it's ad swaps or solo ads or Facebook ads, whatever you want to do, however you want to drive traffic, you're not just confined to how we're telling you or teaching you how to do it. You can do it however you want, as long as you're getting people to your blog, even if you're just getting 1 or 2 people to your blog.
You know, in this day and age, you can't even just limit yourself to one traffic source either. I mean, if you look at all the billion-dollar companies and all the biggest, you know, internet marketers, they're getting traffic from Facebook, from Twitter, from YouTube, from Instagram, from Snapchat, from Pinterest. They're getting it from everywhere. And the reason everybody's taking this broad kind of spectrum net style strategy now is exactly because there's so much competition for your attention, you know?
Most definitely.
Yeah. And so
the businesses.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, the businesses that do fail are the ones that rely on one thing and one method and one. So you need to, like my father always said, cast your net far and wide. Look at it like you're a spider's web with your business and how you bring people into your business. It can't just be focused on one thing. So yeah, definitely when it comes down to traffic, that's why we teach 2 separate methods, so you're not just stuck on the one, and you can bring in as just literally however you want to bring traffic in. Just go for it. So it's just really, it's so easy.
Yeah, and what's great about, you know, all these different ways of engaging people now is they're all free. You know, you don't have to spend anything. If you're brand new and you don't have a budget, and you set up a Facebook and a YouTube and a Twitter and everything else, you're going to be getting 50, 100 clicks a day, easy. Just and from
there's other ways.
Yeah, there's actually. Go ahead.
Yeah, so for example, say you're in the Warrior Forum and you start interacting with people on posts and things like that, and which a lot of people do anyway. In your bio, you can have a link to your website, which could lead to your squeeze page or your opt-in page or landing page, whatever you want to call it. You can post on other people's blogs and leave a comment and then have your bio linking back to your website. There's so many different free ways out there. That's phenomenal. You can post in groups on Facebook, you can build your own pages. There's so many places and avenues that you can get traffic from now for free, let alone paid.
Oh, I know, man. I mean, back in 2010, you had, you know, YouTube wasn't as big as it is now, and then you also didn't. Facebook wasn't as big either, and so I remember back in the day, it was like you were posting on forums. You know, you'd have a little link in your signature, you know, at the under your forum post. I remember doing that. I did that for a while. But yeah, it's great how many solutions have been put out there by the market.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, to allow, you know, businesses to engage with people, but also people to engage with people. So I think what I like most about this is no matter where you're at, if you're thinking about picking this up, you know, whether you're making money already or just starting out not making money, this is going to be useful to you, you know, because you know you can spend the money and get solo ads or get paid traffic, whatever. And then following your system, you know, get pretty quick results, because the twist is on how it builds trust, basically. Or you can take the free way. It doesn't matter. The important thing is this is the updated new way that kind of skips that ad blindness and skips that trust problem that we were talking about earlier. You know,
exactly,
and so
manages expectations. Yeah, definitely.
Right. You know, it keeps it people from getting upset. And I agree with you. I personally never send, you know, someone, redirect them and try to get them to buy something after they opt in. Instead I send them to more videos about me. You know, I'm just like, here's what I do, here's what you can expect. And see, that's why I like your method so much, because it talks about building trust, you know. And so I think trust is a big deal, especially when there's so many people out there saying so many different things. Anyway. So we've talked about what makes it unique. It's simple, two-stage strategy, both types of traffic, free and paid. We've talked about who it's for everybody. We've talked about why it stands out. So let's talk about, is there any investment needed outside the cost of the course? Assuming they don't want to pay for traffic, like what are they looking at here investment-wise?
What, for the actual product itself, sorry?
No, like after they've got the product.
Oh, sorry, to invest. No, nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
No, it's like I say, like if you want to drive free traffic, it's possible to do that, because we've got the PDF that teaches you how to. Or if you want to go the paid method, obviously, then there's an investment, but then that's down to you. You can start small. That's why, because what I did before was I started small. I just spent $60 on 100 clicks, and then I generated I think it was like $400 and something. And then I bought a bigger solo ad. So I built up. It wasn't like I just spent $500 and that was it. I used the profit from a tiny buy. And then, so it's all down to you. It's ultimately how you want to run the traffic system yourself, like whether you want to buy it or run free, like it's entirely up to you. So the only investment is if you actually want to run the traffic with paid traffic. Okay. Otherwise, just.
And that made me think of another question. In your case study, do you show them what your page looks like? Because a lot of people struggle with creating a page that converts.
Yeah. And well, the funny thing is the way that I just basically, because I'm part of an affiliate program, like I say, I wanted to do it from an outsider's point of view, as if I didn't even have my own products. You can sell your own products as well. It's not like you have to be an affiliate. So I just basically, I found what was working out there for this system with people, and then just created the page myself. And I'll show you guys the page in a moment, if I can share my screen with you guys.
Oh yeah, no, you can do that. That'll work. I was just wondering if it was in there. Okay. So the name of the product is the Auto Profit System. It launches on the 15th at 10, right? 10 a.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Eastern. So that's Friday. And inside the front end, they get the case studies and the training and the software.
So with that, so we do the video training and the ebook training, so they're the same thing, but obviously one's just in a video version and the other one's just so if you want to read it at your own leisure, if you want to print it off. We also provide a Rolodex.
Okay. Or like a solo ad Rolodex.
Yeah, basically, of the top vendors. Also within there, we also have obviously the page builder itself, but you can upload it via FTP to your own site, or we host the pages for you as well. So you don't have to. You're not limited or restricted to having to use FTP if you don't understand things like that. And the other thing that we've got being made just now is is a WordPress plugin that connects to your account, so it will upload into your WordPress account. Oh,
that's cool. Okay. Well, do you want to show us?
Sorry,
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. And the other thing that we've added in is we are doing, well, we've already added it in. Sorry, it's a video element basically. So you can, instead of doing just text pages, you can pre-sell your customers using the auto profit system with the video in there. And we're also, as another bonus, we're also giving pre-made videos, so people don't even have to get on camera themselves or do like a mini tiny 10-second presentation themselves.
That's cool.
So So
some people are going to love that, man. I remember when I first started making videos, I was so nervous. Did you have that problem too? Like my stomach would literally be up in my throat the whole time.
I can remember the first time I was ever on video. I was with I went to it was the worst thing, because I was at an event and I was put on the spot to give a testimonial of the event. It's the first event I'd ever been to. We had a few beers the night before, so I wasn't feeling too great. And then like a camera crew just went, "Fun, like, can we have a testimonial microphone?" And I'm like,
what was it about, like JV's event or what?
No, it was do you know Lee McIntyre?
Yeah.
It's his event in Manchester, Nottingham, Manchester, England. Sorry, and it was a bad video. But yeah, I know the feeling. Now it's so much easier. That's the thing. To you guys, if you guys go on video, or you're scared to go on video, just do it, because no one cares. Like no one analyzes you or ever thinks about what you're doing. All they do is see someone who's real, and the more, even if you are nervous or shy, you make mistakes, that makes you more likable. It makes you more relatable, because you're only human at the end of the day. And people actually like to see people being real. People who are all like big and strong and like they never make any fault, like any they never mess up. Like they're not as relatable as you or I. Like
I agree. I agree. You know, Frank Kern, he always talked about how he would purposely, if he misspelled something in his emails, he would leave it, because people misspell things sometimes. There's typos.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true. You know, it's more important, you know, especially with all the different people out there saying all the different things. It's more important than ever to be a genuine person and just, you know, have other people's interests at heart, you know, and that's why I like to do these videos, because you get a lot more information than you can just get from reading a sales page, you know. Like even to this day, if I read a sales page, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe this, you know, because it's whatever. But when you can get the person on and you can talk to them and you can see them and you can see their mannerisms and see if they're nervous or chill or being, you know, honest or not, it's just so much easier to you know, kind of weed through the storm of people telling you different things.
No, most definitely, I agree.
So what's the price going to be? It's going to start at a 27, I think, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And then
$27.
With that, they get everything you already talked about, the case study where it was free traffic, the paid traffic, the video training, the ebook if they'd rather have that. They get the software, the WordPress plugin, the solo ad Rolodex if they want to do paid. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, like we wanted yeah, exactly. For something like this, we wanted because it's so simple, and there's so many simple elements to it. We just wanted to make sure that we had everything done, so you didn't need to go off and find X, Y, Z, or you didn't have to buy this and that, or you didn't have to buy the latest traffic generation system or the latest page builder or anything like that. We wanted it all to be just one system that was so easy to use and so easy to access everything that you need. Because nowadays, sometimes you'll buy one thing and then you'll find that you have to buy something else to accompany it to make that work. And it's just a long string of buying and buying and buying. Whereas this is like a one-stop shop to create the page that you need and everything around it. That's just like I say, it's so easy.
Well, and it's good too, because if you're not doing this, you can start. But a lot of people are already driving traffic and building lists, and all they would have to do is just implement your page and then your little twist there, and then they're gonna just see way better results than already seen. They're not only going to get more opt-ins, they're going to get more profit from those initial opt-ins as well. You know, so it plugs in for people that are already, you know, making it, and then it kind of teaches everybody who's not doing that yet that they should be doing that. You know, I mean, it's another one because these things are so easy. You set them up, and then you usually can forget them, especially if you're doing free traffic. You know, I have several funnels out there that I haven't touched in years that combined have gotten me, you know, 5,000, 10,000 email addresses that are just still there bringing in traffic. I'm still getting 10, 20, 30 emails a day from these things that I did years ago. And so it's great. It's always good to have, you know, funnels like that. And plus, when you get an email, not only do you get that initial profit sometimes, like we were just talking about, you can turn, like if you can be honest with them and gain their trust, you can turn them and that can turn into a future sale down the line too. So there's just so much room for profit there. And my viewers especially know that, you know, if you're not building a list, you're leaving a lot of potential business on the table. So
100%. Like they say, I know people are probably bored of hearing it, but it's true. The money is in the list.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at Facebook. Facebook's $1 billion company because they have a list of 1 billion people. You know what I mean? And they're not even advertising to them. They're selling their data and everything else. So the money is in the information you can get. And little guys like us don't even have to have big warehouses of servers storing that information. We just have to have an email address and some clever tricks. And so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Awesome, man. All right. So how long is the offer going to be open? 3, 4, 5, 6 days?
5 days. It's open for 5 days. And
is it a dime sale?
I'm not. I've got a partner on this, and I believe it's not. But that I have to find that out 100% because it's still in discussion. You see, so that's the thing. But it most likely will be. So if it's not, it's a bonus to you guys. Like I say, it's something that we want to get into as many people's hands. So it probably won't be on a dime sale, but it might be. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the just the OTOs real quick. If you could just run me through each one and what it is and how much it costs.
Yeah. Okay. So let me just do one thing. I'll just bring it up just so I can get the information to you guys, and make sure that it's 100% correct, because I don't want to tell you guys something that's wrong. So yeah, we have like an additional bolt onto it. So it's just basically an opt-in page builder, a squeeze page builder that's really, really easy to use, that ties in with the auto profit system. We just call it the APS super simple squeeze page builder software. So you just basically, you can build squeeze pages with it. It's all in one place, so you don't have to go anywhere else. We're not just giving you that. We give you 10 templates of squeeze pages along with giveaways. So we give you 10 giveaways in different niches and things, so you can build your list. We also then give you the solo ad mastery guide, and it tells you more places where you can get traffic from as well. And then we also have the APS follow-up sequence. So we basically give you a ton of relationship emails, so you can build your relationship with your leads, educate them more. So that's basically the OTO one.
How much is that?
That's $37.
Okay, and so that kind of just it kind of goes more in depth and gives them more things that kind of just
they get more information. Yeah.
Okay,
and I think that as far as I'm aware, that may be on a dime sale. That one.
Okay. That's okay.
And then the second one is $47, and that is that's called Capti Pick. So basically, this is a product that I was going to, I'm going to launch it in January, so no one's had access to this. But basically, it's an email and website personalization tool. So say I've got an image of me holding a piece of paper. You sign into the system, you type your message, whatever message you want it to be. It takes your name from the email that they've just provided to you, and their first name and the email. And so say I'm holding a piece of paper now, like, hang on, a blank piece of paper like this. On the website, it would say, "Thank you for your subscription."
Have you ever seen the show Catfish on like the Catfish? It's called Catfish.
Yeah.
You're enabling so many people out there to pretend to be people they're not. They're gonna be like, send me a picture with my name, you know? Okay.
Oh yeah,
Crawford. Oh man.
And the other thing that we're adding into this, and this is crazy now, the thing that we're working on, it isn't in there yet, but this is going to be like an add-on for free to our existing people who take this up. We're having it where you write your whatever you have to write a series of things, and then it analyzes your handwriting, and then it will be your own handwriting on the paper. So yeah. So I see what you mean about Catfish, because I had someone trying to sell me likes on Facebook, and it was this really, really attractive woman, and I was like, no way is this really attractive woman selling likes on I can't remember, and her English was a little broken as well. And so when you see a woman from the UK and she's not typing in fluent English, it's 9 times out of 10 there's you learn these things, don't you, from experience, of speaking to people and things. So I said, I tell you what, if you take a picture with my name on it, with a smiley face at the bottom, and send it to me, I will buy 2 batches of your likes, because then it shows that she's being authentic and she's real, and then it's the relationship still. It's like you've built that trust.
Right.
Well, she failed to do that, and then I caught her out, because on Google you can go into a search and you can search images. So if I take a picture of you and I upload it into Google and then search it, it'll bring up any relevant images that match you. So I did that, and it was a woman from Hungary. So she wasn't from the UK.
Yeah, it's crazy. Real. Yeah, it's crazy how many fake Facebook. And I get hit up by, there's like, you know, Indian and Chinese and not just Chinese, but like Southeast Asia and
Filipino.
And then one more. It's like maybe maybe it's Hungary. I don't know. Somewhere Eastern Europe. They have these click farms and like farms and everything else. And they make money doing it. I actually saw at like a vending machine in a Russian mall. It was like a video on YouTube. I've never been to Russia.
Really?
Yeah, and you could buy Facebook likes or Facebook shares or whatever through the vending machine. Like in some countries, it's a thing. It's a huge thing. It's a big business because it doesn't really cost anything but electricity and manpower. Yeah. You can automate a lot of it. Anyway, so you have the software that does that, the image, and you can say anything you want. It's $47. Anything else come in that?
Just basically, and it just everything that runs with it. So it's the fonts and everything like that. It's just the system in itself.
Okay.
And the other thing is that, and I'm sourcing this now because I've got my designers, I've got a design team as well, is that we're going to have like a bus. And you'll be able to put like their name on the side of a bus, or it'll be a gift tag and all different things like that, which are going into it, which is going to be a bonus for you guys as well. So that's something that we are sourcing right, like as we speak, that's going to go into it before you guys access it anyway. It's being built up on now. And we've got a massive, like if you guys seen anything. Oh, and I've also got something called, and that's going in OTO1. It's called Marketer's Goldmine. And I asked I'll tell you now, I asked my my designer, or one of my designers, to tell me just what was in Marketer's Goldmine, because I couldn't remember everything that was in there. There's that much. So I'll just begin to read some of them. So there's 50 motion video loops for backgrounds. There's Earth and Space, the Fall collection, light reveals, motion backgrounds, particle backgrounds. There's graphic backgrounds, graphic modules. There's royalty-free images, and marketers graphics. That, like, I've done marketers graphics before, like packages. They all go into it. There's sound effects. There's articles, email swipes, ebooks. Like if you scroll down in this document that I have, that's awesome. A membership. That's a membership that I give that I sell. That's like a monthly subscription that people are getting for free if they take.
And that's part of OTO1. Yeah, it's super useful because people think that they can just take any image off Google or whatever and be fine. And you can be, but you can also not be. I mean, I don't know if you heard, there was a well-known marketer in our space that used one image that was copyrighted.
$200,000?
Was it 200? Well, no, he ended up paying $38,000. The one I'm thinking of. But the thing is, there are image creators out there suing people for using their work without permission, and it's not cheap. I mean, he used one image on one Shopify store and was out 40 grand. And you know a guy that was out 200 grand. So just the images alone, knowing they're royalty free, I mean, that's pretty useful. This just made me think about it.
It's insane. And well, when I first began getting designers, they would just go to Google and they would take an image off the internet, and I'd ask, where did you get this from? And they'd be like, oh, well, I got it from, no, you can't do that. So I also have memberships in like Shutterstock, and although it's expensive, it's not as expensive as getting sued.
Oh man, you're looking at lawyers' fees, and then you're looking at losing. Like you're not going to win if you're using a copyrighted image. It's huge now. But okay, so back to OTO2. Does that tie into the to the front method at all, or is it?
Yeah, definitely. So that's what I was going to talk about, and this is why I introduced this. It originally was going to be launched in January, but because of how effective it is, it's a personalization thing. So you're building your relationship with your leads. So when they come onto your APS page, the Auto Profit System page, which you'll see soon. I won't have time to go into every single one of them, but I'll show you the APS page. But basically, you can personalize the APS page to the people who are opting in, and then you can follow up. So you can have like I was saying, a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be you. Like, we're going to be providing images and things of like holding a piece of paper, and it'll say, "Thank you for your subscription. Check this out." And then you can pre-sell them on where you want to lead them for your affiliate.
Or you could just be like, "Hey, John, thanks for signing up. If you ever need to send an email," you know, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really
and then you can follow up in an email. So it isn't just on your pages. You then follow them up on an email saying with whatever message you want. So it's in email and it's on websites. So you can personalize your pages. And then obviously, because you're building your list, it then follows through with a personalized personal image to them as well. Personalized.
That's really smart, man. That's clever. You don't see a lot of new stuff these days, and I've never heard of anyone think of that. That's really clever.
I have no idea. I'm really good with ideas. I'm not very technical, but that's why I have people who do that kind of stuff for me. So that's why it's for the API. I always call it the APS, the Auto Profit System. It's something that's so simple that I can do, and I'm like, yes, there's something that I can do, and I don't have to outsource it or pay other people to do it for me because I can do this. I always learn my own softwares, but I very rarely learn other people's because I have other people who do that for me, if that makes any sense. So something like this, it's like I'm a newbie when it comes down to technical things, and this is how easy it is. And I'm going to show you if we have time to create a page that I created, the one that generated over $8,366. I'm going to recreate that page in like under 2 minutes, put it that way.
Cool.
So
well,
if we have time
is there any other OTOs or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Show us, and then we'll close it out.
How do I share my screen?
Up at the top or top left, there'll be like a green.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Turn
camera off. Five settings. Oh, I see it now. It popped up. Screen share.
Yes, sir.
Entire screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So I just run you exactly through the where we got to generate the $8,366. So this is the builder that was used. This was the the squeeze page. Sorry, really simple. Like I say, I became an affiliate, and what we wanted to do with this is, and this goes. It seems usually people have really basic squeeze pages, but what we did with this one was I tried to give as much information as possible. So I knew that the people opting in were going to buy, or not buy, but there'd be a better chance of, and you'll learn this anyway in the case study and what we have. We wanted it to be as informative as possible. So when they went through to the next free gift, or not the free gift, sorry, when they went to buy, then obviously they knew exactly what they were opting in for, and we knew that it was what we had was congruent or relevant to what we was going to offer them on the sales page. So this is what this was designed to do: get specific people in who are interested in this, knowing that we can obviously make a sale on this. And you can do this with any niche, like I say, and any traffic source, as long as the people are interested. So from the 1,000 clicks, this did very, very well. This did 600. In fact, I'll show you soon because I've got. I created this just so I could show you guys. This is the first amount that we made. I've had to blur these out, obviously, because these are customers' names and what they bought. So just so, and it's not something that I could give away, like show people's names and things, because that's obviously morally wrong. Like, they don't want their information out there on the internet.
Yeah.
So even if you look, it says 11/10/2017. So if you're in the US, it's the 10th of November 2017. Yeah. Not November, December.
I don't know.
November, yeah.
I'm confused. I don't know how Europe does it.
Yeah, so we have our day first, then our month, and then our year. So it's for you guys, it's your month and the day, then the year.
Yeah.
So we did it over the month, and this is the results that we began to get. And this is it was in like a 2-week period, as you can see pretty much. So we did this. This is the first one. So down bottom right hand corner, $3,366.80. That was the first amount that we made as we was running through it. 661 subscribers, as you can see in the box here. Can you see that clear enough?
Yes, sir. Yeah, looks good.
Oh, cool. And then we followed on, and this is where it's phenomenal. We then carried on getting sales from what we set up, and we made 2 high-ticket sales out of that as well.
Okay.
Which was $5,050 overall that the system generated. And then the click-through rate, like I say, you can have up to 100% click-through rate because obviously they stick on the page, and I'll explain why. And this is where it gets interesting.
And those micro sales, those are from December 4th, 5th, and 6th, right? So that's like last week.
Yeah, these are recent ones. Yeah, these are recent, like last week, like you say. Like this isn't from 2015 or 2016. This is my ledger, as you can see. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there we go. Referral partner ledger for Craig Crawford. This isn't something that I jumped into or anything like that, like years ago. This is something that I was doing with the APS, like fresh.
That's awesome.
And then, and I'll show you exactly how it works, I guess. There's 2 others here. These are testimonials. I'll show you them afterwards if we've got time.
Sure.
I'm mindful of everyone's time. So basically, we had this squeeze page. People opted in. It took them to this, and I'll show you. In fact, I'll show you exactly how I made it, and then we'll show you how it works. And then it ran through. So basically, they opted in for their free gift. Thank you for your subscription. We're sending your free gift to your inbox shortly. In the meantime, check this out below. The countdown timer counts down. And then there's the image of the offer, which they'll be going to see. And then obviously, it just says, Dean Holland generates millions of dollars using the perfect offer method. I suggest you do too. See more on the next page. We're taking you there now. And so what this does is, thank you for your subscription. So we're thanking them, obviously. It's nice to be nice. We're sending your free gift to your inbox shortly. So I didn't say it's in your inbox because then they might just straight ahead go to their inbox, and then we disconnect with the people. So we said, we're sending your free gift to your inbox shortly. In the meantime, check this out below. And it was just basically the bits of information and the countdown timer. So we've just built a bit more of that relationship with them and trust by telling them exactly where their product's going, rather than them going elsewhere to a sales page or anything where the trust is gone. We're telling them, we're managing their expectations, telling them exactly where they're going to get it. Then underneath, in the meantime, check this out below, which is a call to action for them to read the rest of the page. Then there's the image. So obviously visuals are always good when it comes down to stuff like this. And then I just mentioned that a well-known person, obviously, and it's the person who owns the affiliate platform that I was testing the APS system with. So this is exactly how we did it. And then obviously I put a picture of Dean on there because then it makes it congruent, because who do you see on the video? It just keeps it relevant. Yeah, exactly. And then we hit them with a sales page, and this is where the sales will come in from. And then it's exactly, well, that's just exactly how it all works. So I will show you now exactly how I created the template. So this is the APS system.
And they get this with the front end.
Yeah, this is the front end right now.
Okay.
With this, I will show you. So I mean, here, these are all the different templates from testing and things like that. But I will go to create new template. It's, when I say simple, it's very simple. I don't know how technical everyone is, but if you're sat here now watching this video, then that's probably more technical than it is doing this page. Like, it's really, really simple.
Looks like it's going to be a drag and drop type thing.
Yeah, so these are just like examples. So let me check this in, and I'll show you. I took this just from the squeeze page before. So you obviously type it in whatever you like. Just want to show you just how fast, like, you apply the changes. If you want, you can have it, let's have it italic, apply the changes. Then we go to, what did we have there last time? We had this, we had the countdown timer. So we have the timer.
And I take it when that timer hits 0, that's when it redirects them to the next.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we have the link. We'll just leave it as that for now, and then redirect after 10 seconds, say. Then we go to the image. See, now these are just like holders.
Right. You're just showing how.
Yeah, exactly. So with this, I already uploaded the images, but open image library. So these are the images that I already done, but you can upload your image or have other images which are in there that will build up from ones that we're going to be adding in. But basically, I'll insert the image, apply changes. It's so simple, like I say, really simple. And if I rushed, like if I absolutely rushed, I did it just doing what I'm doing now, but without explaining anything and just running through it. And literally, I did it within 1 minute and 15 seconds. So this whole page was done in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Let's do another image. And bearing in mind,
and the beauty of it is it doesn't, you're not hitting them right with a sales page. Like you said, you're managing their expectations. You're saying, okay, in 10 seconds, I'm going to tell you about this really cool thing if you're interested. And then they
exactly. That's congruent to what they've just opted in for. That's like the key. Like you can't give something away that, I don't know, it's for how to use Photoshop, and then you try and your affiliate offer or your product is, I don't know, how to make money from Facebook, because the people opting in are interested in Photoshop and you're sending them afterwards. So it has to be relevant or congruent to your freebie, to your offer. And that's what we teach as well.
And see, they're not just getting the software. The software is just to help them out. They're getting the training, the case. They're getting everything we already talked about. The solo ad Rolodex, you know, the video, the pre-made videos, the video training, the case studies, the ebook. You know, it's all there. So
literally the whole shaboodle. And this is where it just gets easy. So we can hit save now. Okay, and then it's for tablet or mobile, obviously. So it just, obviously you can preview it.
That's cool. So it makes mobile friendly pages.
Yeah. And then we have, you cannot publish because obviously this is an account that I was showing you guys. But basically once I'll show you anyway. So you go to template settings. This is where you name your template. So this was 2000. I just put that for, and then we show you how to do your FTP stuff. If you want to do that, we'll save the settings anyway for now, because I will also show you when it comes to publishing. Click that, save and generate link. It says folder name. This is going to be changed, but this is so you can host it on our site. So it will say the autoprofitsystem.net/bingo, for example. Okay. So now we also have it ready to go. So you go back to templates, bearing in mind, like we've just saved everything. Scroll down, test 2000 here at the bottom right, if you can see it. We have the link that's been created. Thank you for your subscription. It's exactly the same as this one.
That's cool. So they don't even have to have hosting if they don't want to, essentially.
No, not exactly.
That's great.
So let me edit this again. Just go back, because this is where I messed up. I set this. So this is obviously could show you guys. I didn't hit save when I put the redirect in. That's why I was wondering why didn't it redirect?
Oh.
So let me do this again. Because obviously you have to save everything, because obviously otherwise it just kind of overwrites what we just did. Sim generate link. Bingo, we'll put bingo 2000 because it's the same as one that we did before. Make sure that's done. Then back to templates. Bingo 2000. So then we can just click this. And remember, it goes to Google. So there's the 10-second countdown now. Thank you for your subscription. People can read, builds the trust, builds the relationship, counts down. 10 seconds is enough time before people get bored. And then it takes us to, obviously, this is, if you remember, this is where we just had this in already. So that's where it led us to. So if you can see, like, imagine how quick and easy that is just to make something so, and this is where it's ridiculous because it's so easy, it's so simple, but yet it works so effectively. And every single person, every big marketer that I showed this to, every single one of them said, well, usually it's the simplest things that work the best. It's just that people have neglected to do this very important step when they've been building their lists.
That's awesome, man. That's
Yeah, so
great.
very easy, honestly.
And you made like $8,000 using solo ad traffic. You made how much using was free traffic again?
It was we ran it with newbies, not newbies, but people who aren't full-time marketers, who didn't really have a list. They were building their list, so they used ad swaps. And I'll show you. There's a couple of people. Okay. So I implemented this tool on one of my free giveaways. It took me all of 3. Can you see this? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It took me all of 3 minutes to set up and deploy the creative page into my campaign. Now, I'm not a traffic generating machine, so my giveaways get taken up maybe 3 to 5 times a day. Not many, really, considering how some people perform. Since deploying the software tool on Saturday, I've had 8 new subscribers to my giveaway, and 2 of those bought my product at $37 each. I just compared the names from PayPal to who downloaded the free course.
That's great, man. That's awesome.
The 2 buyers came straight from the page that was generated by this tool. So it's we could do it ourselves, but then to get other people who don't really, and like you say, someone who's doing free giveaways, and they're just basically slowly building their list, have already monetized their list and made $37 times 2, so that's $74. Now, what he could have done, and what you could do, is you could take that $37 or the $74 and invest that into a solo ad, buy 100 clicks. So you can start off free and then build up to paid if you like. You can run them side by side. It's entirely up to you guys exactly what you want to do, but it's for something so simple and so easy to do. Like I say, when I ran this, I just wanted to test, and I did it in 1 minute 15 seconds. That created this page. Yeah, these obviously they're the same, just a tiny difference in text. This generated over $8,366 from a 1 minute 15 second bit of effort.
And using using an affiliate link, essentially.
Yeah, exactly, because I didn't want to sell my own products, because I wanted to show that anyone could just go out there and get an affiliate, because all you have to do is sign up to JVZoo, find an evergreen offer or even a current offer if they allow that. Just depends on the vendor. And you can do this yourself, and then you're not just making money, you're building your list, and you're building relationship with that relationship with that list, allowing you to make future sales.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's huge. You know, I think even myself, where my funnels are lacking is I don't try to convert my opt-ins until I've already sent the emails. Whereas if I would just add in this little thing, I mean, who knows how much money I've left on the table over the years, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And not doing this.
And I've said this probably about 1,000 times, and it just knocks me back a bit, because it's so simple to do. It's so simple. You literally, you create your squeeze page, you go into your autoresponder, and you get this page link, the Bingo 2000. You literally cut that. You then, once they opt into your list, you just redirect them to this page. Which is obviously going to redirect to your affiliate link or your sales page if you own a product, and then that's that. It's as easy as that.
That's great, man.
Literally, it's
awesome.
I know it's exciting, because I know how much use people are going to get out of this, and that's what excites me the most. Yeah, no, that's great, man. I really appreciate you walking us through everything, showing us your pages for the case studies and everything, because I know a lot of people are going to appreciate that. Yeah, well, that's the thing. When it comes down to things like this, many people have something to hide quite often, so they'll try and shy away from certain elements. But if I can just reveal everything to you now, how it works, how I did it, maybe explain it, then obviously there's nothing that's been missed. So you guys, if you do want to take this up, on my list, I'm setting up a Facebook group as well, which is people that are going to support each other, because I find it's not just Facebook groups aren't just good for obviously nattering, it's good for supporting each other, accountability, finding out what's working, what's not working, sharing ideas, creating ideas, brainstorming. We can give you guys updates in there. So we're not just here. This isn't just like a here today, gone tomorrow product. This is something that we're going to build and tweak and perfect, and this is like a long-term product for me. This is, although it's honestly, it's the simplest, and I'm not even going to deny this. This is the simplest tool that my guys have ever made, ever. But it's one of the most effective just because it's so simple.
And I can attest to how simple things work. My highest converting opt-in page is a white background, one line of text, and a video. It's like it looks like it was made in 1999, you know, but it converts really well. And the reason I do it like that is because it kind of throws people for a loop, because it's kind of the same idea behind yours, you know, just kind of all information, except the information's in the video, and it's not like a fancy page, it's just a page, and it's all about the information, but it works so well, you know. And see, what I do is, instead of redirecting them to the offer, I redirect them to a private Facebook group where I can engage with them on another level. But this, I can definitely see the potential. Yeah, a bit like that. It's exactly what my page looks like. And it just works, man. Because, you know, kind of like we were talking about earlier in the video, it's important to, exactly like that, with a literal crappy little button under it. Not a nice big blue button, just a little square gray button. Yeah, pretty much. But
I'm gonna go in and start changing them to make it look like it.
But it works, man. And it goes back to that whole, you know, just trying to be yourself and trying to be a real person, you know. Like for me, if I'm trying to opt into something and it's some flashy page, and it's not for everybody, but for me, I'm just like, okay, well, this is a flashy page for a reason, you know, rather than it being based on the merits of the person or whatever it is I'm opting in for itself. They're trying to they're using pages that are proven to convert, and then that always makes me suspicious. But yeah, anyway, simple, easy, elegant case study results. This sounds awesome, man. Do you have any final words you'd like to say? Any final notes?
Yeah. Definitely. For those guys who kind of join the APS team, and I always call it a team because everyone who uses my products and tools are like a valued member of the community. If or when you jump in, make sure you use this. Don't be one of those guys or girls, sorry, I say guys in the generalization of people, that don't use it, because this is such an effective, if you can take 10 minutes out of 5 minutes out of your day just to implement this in something that you're already doing, or you can just jump in and create something within 10-15 minutes, do it, because it's something that will pay off in the long run anyway. You can set and forget it, like you were saying yourself. You were saying, I've got people opting in like 30 a day or a week. I can't remember what you said exactly.
Yeah, from stuff I created years ago, you know.
Exactly. So it's I'm a big believer in doing stuff for myself now that the future me will thank myself for. So even if, and you should anyway, because this is such an effective method and such a simple method. But if you're time-wise, if you're struggling for time at this current moment, it doesn't take long to set it all up. And once you set it all up, you can set and forget it. And then it doesn't take, like, if you're already getting any kind of traffic to your blog, you can work this within there. If you want to go and buy a solo ad, you can literally go to the solo ad Rolodex, say, this is what I've got, this is what I want to send, blah, blah, blah. It takes seconds or minutes. It's so easy. So all I'm saying is implement, make sure that you put this to work, basically, because it's something that's very, very beneficial for the long term for your business, not just for the short term to generate some money on the run up to Christmas, or it's something it's around forever. And this method could have been used from the first ever squeeze page that was built up until the last squeeze page that's ever going to be built, because this system, it will not age. It's something that's timeless, because it's a fundamental part of business when it comes to online marketing, especially any kind of business. Building a list, whether it's anyone with a website or a newbie, anyone with a big businesses capture emails all day long because they know the value of them. And if you're not doing it yourself, then I highly suggest that you do, and use this to start doing it, because you can monetize it. You can turn free traffic into paid traffic by generating the sales from the free traffic and then building your way up. Like I said, it's very, very useful. So yeah, all I can say is like, actually put it to work and let it work for you ultimately. Because it's more of a set and forget thing. Once it's there, it's there. The hard work's done. And it isn't even hard work, because I showed you within a matter of 2 minutes how to create the page. Simple, very simple.
That's awesome, man. No, this looks good. I like that you know, you kind of you give them a lot, and you give them everything. You know, you don't just say, okay, I ran a solo ad. You say, here's all the places you can get solo ads, and you don't say, here I use free traffic. You say, here's the free traffic I used, and then you know they get the page builder, and there's a lot of stuff for $27. You know, and I don't know, you know, what top of the line products are like these days per se, but I know products that I've created, which I put a lot of, you know, heart and sweat and effort into. They don't ever have this much stuff. So this is a lot of stuff for $27, man. I think this is a pretty good deal. I appreciate you coming on, man. I know it's getting late there in the UK.
Yeah, I'll be here for another hour or so, I believe. I need to get some food soon though, because I am hungry.
Yeah, no, I've been on a diet for a few weeks now, and I'm doing the whole eat 6 times a day thing, and I actually like it. Yeah. It's way easier. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. I heard it was.
Is it working?
Yeah, no, it's working very well. I've dropped probably, how much is a stone?
The stone is about 12 pounds.
Yeah, I dropped 1 stone in like 3 weeks, so I'm happy.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I was pretty overweight, you know. It happens. Well, when I started internet marketing, I was 180 pounds. And then like last year, after just sitting around and working on the computer for so long, I was 240. And I was like, oh my God, how did this happen? You know, like it's just because I wasn't moving, you know. So
I know. It's just so easy to not move. I haven't been to the gym for a few weeks. I go to the gym quite often, but yeah, I haven't been for a few weeks. I got like, I'm trying to line everything up. Like I've got this the APS, like I've got other business ventures that I'm doing and things like that. So I'm just trying to get everything lined up now, and then so I can just relax over Christmas.
I got you, bud. Hey, well, listen, I appreciate you coming on. Everybody, this is Craig Crawford, all the way from the UK, and this will be going, the Auto Profit System will be going live on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, starting price $27. And I'll have some bonuses listed below the video over at the blog. If you're watching this from YouTube, you can click a link below the video to get taken to that page. Otherwise, if you have questions, comments, anything, let me know. I'll be looking for them. And Craig, thanks again, man. Good interview.
No worries. And if you guys want any questions answering, fire them over if you want a bit of help with them, and I will.
Where can they reach you? I'll fire it over. Okay, yeah, I'll let you know if I have any trouble.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool, man. Awesome. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for your time. Take care, everyone.
You too. Bye.